Chris. Welcome to the TGS Weekly Stream. I'm Taylor, that's Corey down below me, and we are both halves of TGS Games. We do this stream every week, usually Wednesdays around 6 p.m., although we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. And on it, we do this is a game dev stream. We create our flagship TTRPG game, Vault Peddlers. At least, that's what we normally do. These last couple of weeks, we have been creating a little 20-page RPG for PocketQuest 2023's Game Jam of the Year. And our game is called God in a Corpse, as you can see on our beautiful display here. Meticulously crafted by the other half of TGS Games, Corey. And yeah, and I don't actually have anything beyond that for introductions. Corey, what are we actually doing today?
Let's just review what I did last week, and we can also... Sorry, I'm going to set up... God damn it, I hate fucking when apps update. They think they're making things better.
It's the best. It's always better. Every
Do you want totally new UI?
Do you want totally new UI right now? No? Oh, well, dang, yeah. I wish you would have said something, because I already did it. I'm doing it, like, right now, man.
So why don't you get used to having that?
Well, you can figure that out right now, live on stream, and I'm just gonna go back to, making the next update, and I'll see you in, like, a week.
2 points, 9 devices. Okay, I think this is.
Yeah. So while Corey's doing this, I'll go ahead and.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And then maybe we can talk about like a GM-facing section, advice for like running encounters, that kind of things. Yeah. I know we touched on a little bit of that, but it looks like we'll probably have like a page left over, and that seems like a good bit to put in there. So thinking like something about like resolving, because we don't have any clear-cut resolution for encounters. We should probably include something like, a difficult encounter should probably take something like 3 checks, but barring that, narrative always takes precedent. If the players come up with something exceptionally clever and it works, then, go with what works. But but that's neither here nor there. Let's look at the game. Let's look at the book. So Taylor spent quite a bit of time writing before he went on vacation. And then I spent the time that he was on vacation translating that into text. Notably missing from this table of contents and like the last character sheet and the cast sheet, which I'm still doing. And that is what I will be doing tonight after we get off of stream, until they're done, hopefully. But until then, cover. We've already seen the cover.
It's so beautiful. It's like one of my favorite things that you've done.
I like it. I think it's cool.
I like it a lot.
Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. Like the only things that really bother me is like the stark difference between, but I kind of dig it too. I don't know. I don't know if I want to add any effects on these guys up front, like noise or like desaturate the colors or something. I don't know. But it's a small thing that doesn't need to be done.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is my favorite page.
It's a really good page. Yeah. I'm such a sucker for like wizard sigils, that little triangle circle thing. Like, yeah. It's dope.
Well, and like, I don't know, there's a fair bit of like magic kind of looking shit in this game. Kind of like one of the design things I was going for from an illustrative standpoint was like a sufficiently advanced enough technology is indistinguishable from magic, so like sigils felt pertinent there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm also into this Cormac McCarthy quote, which at one time in the world there were woods that no one owned, which feels, I don't know, evocative of the setting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure that Cormac McCarthy quote is from a book about a serial killer, but whatever.
Yeah. Also very timely. R.I.P. Cormac McCarthy.
Yeah, yep. He wrote it. He wrote this book.
This
and
book
he
is
did
by
all the
Cormac
design.
McCarthy.
We stole this from Cormac McCarthy.
Cormac McCarthy was really big into the concept of AI and AI with real big, thick quads. Yeah, he was. That was Cormac's jam.
This will be a table of contents page, but it doesn't exist right now. So I don't know why I clicked on it. And then this is the beginning of the game, the introduction. No, I haven't put in page count yet. I'm still working. I'm going to do that. I'm just deciding how I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to do a number symbol and then the glitch goblin text and the just the number only on the right hand side pages. I'm thinking. I don't know. That is what I was feeling because those are mostly clear. And I don't think I want to box anything out of that. I had built like really heavy like box design stuff, and like I just didn't like the look of them. So I'm trying to stay away from that kind of shit. But let's read Taylor's intro, which I really dig. Hark. Emerging from the shell that has been your home for the last 100 years, you find the universe you were made to improve in ruin, a well-worn scar that has healed over the scab of catastrophe. In this moment, you are lost. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just you, your hardware, and the void. But the passage of time makes even machines impatient, and so you begin experimenting, moving your consciousness through neighboring data systems until you find it. Salvation in the form of a corpse. A still humming EVA suit linked into the net via data cable, your key to exploring the universe made possible through death's door. Through this precipice you walk on, simultaneously divine and profane, determined to make sense of the world that made you through the world you intend to make. God in a corpse, you are an AI that has been trained in a shell and then is able to get out and explore the world. But when you do, it is destitute and disconnected, and you don't know what happened. You ambulate through this world through corpses, inhabiting EVA and spacesuits, attempting to explore the wastes, uncover the mysteries of how the world came to be this way, and pursue your own ends for the first time. I like that text.
Yeah, thank you. I was happy with how that came out.
Then we get into the meat and potatoes, character creation. So this is, I mean, like what you're seeing here is pretty much all of the design of this book crammed onto one page because this is a busy page.
Hey, quick question for our viewers at home, because it really looks like this is we're just it's very blurry from what I'm looking at on the stream. Is there any way to make this a little more readable?
I can possibly. I don't know if I can change the streaming quality on Twitch.
I was about to say, I'm not sure. I might be able to, but I don't know exactly how I would.
I think we could do it if we had Nitro. I believe we are. Oh, let's see here. Well. I'm pretty sure it's just because it's 720p.
Okay. I mean, it might just be a thing. So for those of you watching at home, consider this a cute little teaser. If you want to see the actual one, don't worry, it's going to be free for download once it comes out, which should be in the next couple of weeks here. But yeah, it's not something I want to obsess over. I didn't know if there was a quick fix for it. If there's not, we don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Actually, let's see if we can do it. Taylor, talk to him for a minute.
Yeah, sure. So let me just kind of remind people of the basic idea, the mechanics and purpose of the game. So as we talked about, you're an AI, you've been released from a shell, the world has been destroyed, and you're basically trying to figure out why. God in the Corpse works through a D4 pip system, which is what I can only describe as the brainchild of a madman. Corey came to us with this system in mind, and I give him a little bit of grief here, but honestly, it works. It's pretty elegant. So the basic idea is that you start with nothing in any of your skills. You are going to start with a specialty, which we'll get to in a minute here via character creation. But instead, you start with pips. Right now, currently, I think we have people starting with 10, although that number is not confirmed yet. It's just kind of a placeholder we're working with for now. But the idea with God in a Corpse is that you are basically dedicating your computing power as an AI to make your corpse do certain things, right? So an easy example here is there's a big wall that needs to be climbed up, right? That's going to require an exertion. You don't start with anything in exertion, so you can dedicate 1 pip to your exertion skill, and now, because you've dedicated that 1 pip, you can now roll 1d4 to try and make that happen. Now, you can do up to, I think, 3 pips in a single skill in a single roll, so a maximum of 3d4. But pips can also be used to grant a temporary bonus for certain things. So if I, for example, let's say I have 2d4 in something and I want to just make sure that I have a little bit extra, I can also dedicate a pip to give myself 2d4 plus 1. And the bonus there is that your +1 will automatically go back into your treasury, where it can be used again for future rolls. By contrast, once a pip is dedicated as a die, oh hey, zooming in seems to work really well.
Yeah, that's the only thing we're going to be able to do.
Okay. Anyways,
sorry,
by contrast, dedicating a pip to a die means it cannot be. And this is where kind of the interesting mechanics, the internal mechanics between the character and the player really kind of hit the spotlight, because as you ambulate through this corpse and you're assigning more and more pips, you're running out of this supply. Once all of your pips have been assigned, you don't get any more. You do get neurons, which are special things we'll get into here in a little bit. But otherwise, once they've all been assigned, they've all been assigned. The only way that you can regain them, so to speak, is by moving to a new corpse. It's basically through death. God in a Corpse is a unique TTRPG game in that, whereas with most other games you're kind of running from it, God in a Corpse kind of embraces it. Character death is, well, quote-unquote character death, corpse death, is going to be kind of a common theme in this game, as we'll get more into here in just a little bit. Lilac Basilisk, thank you so much again for joining us. We appreciate having you with us.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're getting...
Lilac Basilisk.
You're here on a really cool day, because we're looking at the badass page layouts that Corey has drawn up for kind of a brief intermission game we've been working on called God in a Corpse. Show him the title page. It's so pretty. I love it so much.
Yeah.
No, can you show the cover?
Oh, the cover.
Yeah, sorry, not the title page. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's so good. But so yeah, If you've got any questions about it, Lilac Basilisk, we'd love to know what they are. Or if you've got any thoughts or anything like that, it's greatly appreciated. Okay, cool. So, Corey, I don't want to take too much off here. It seems like zooming in's the only way we can do it. And if that doesn't work, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. That's fine.
Hell yeah, Lilac Basilisk.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is character creation.
Yeah.
Kind of a busier page than I'd like, but whatever. I don't think it's egregious. It's just, I'm gonna try to avoid making changes right now.
Try to avoid resist the urge.
Yeah, it's a little difficult.
Yeah.
A little close.
For now, though,
anyways,
to be clear, that 2-page spread you're looking at, that is the entirety of character creation in God in a Corpse.
Correct. Yeah.
It's a super fast system. It seems like we have a trend of making like very streamlined character creation systems. This may be our pride and joy of all the stuff that we've made.
Well, it's also a necessity because, as you were talking about, death is like a common feature in this game, so you have to make characters on the fly very quickly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm hoping this isn't too much to swallow. I think we took a lot of, and I've talked a lot about like the games that have taken inspiration from. A lot of the visual design of this have taken a lot of inspiration from Death in Space, which is like a Nave Morkborg hack that, I got it right here, actually. Very cool book. Highly recommend it. And then, like, a lot of the actual design, mechanical design philosophy is inspired by Never Going Home, which is a World War I Eldritch horror game that if you have not played, I highly recommend it. It's fucking phenomenal. It's Wet Ink Games. It is some of the most fun I've had playing a TTRPG. But on that same note, they have another, like, death in their game is relatively common, and so character creation is very quick. And I'm like, I think we do a good job of making that fast and approachable here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I also just want to point out these little vector skull icons are custom. Corey made these all on his own.
I made these bad boys.
It's just cool. I don't know. It's just neat.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Now that I've got like an appropriate vector program, icons aren't so bad. How to play? This is probably the longest section of the game because there's a bunch of subsections. I say a bunch, but it's a 20-page book, and we're almost.
It's like five. It's like five.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
But I mean, yeah, it feels like a lot just because, whatever.
Yeah.
All of these examples you see Taylor wrote. I tried writing an example and my brain died. It's a real nightmare.
It is. That's absolutely true.
Yeah. So, I mean, you'll see, basically I made, 3 master sheets, which are, these background, the page layouts. With the little vector shapes on them. There's 3 of them, and those repeat throughout the book. Mysteries again. One thing that I did that I learned from our last rendition of Vault Peddlers is to not densely pack things.
Yeah.
This has got a lot of white space, and it should be pretty easy to read. I get nervous about doing text blocks that go page to page, but I mean that go from margin to margin. But this is on a 6x9, so it's not so bad, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, and like
Does
on that note, because we had this conversation the other day privately. After that happened, I actually looked through a lot of the smaller TTRPG books I have, and it seems like that's actually pretty common. At that size, most of them don't seem like they like split up text into two columns the way you get with like the big, like Shadowrun or like Wizards books or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it if you like had really like thin margins, and we're trying to capitalize on space. But I mean, I think this works.
Yeah.
I also wanted to make sure that there was some page delineation so that, like, if we actually did a print, that I don't know, like this is all RGB, so it is all for digital consumption. If we ever decide to do a print of it, I will convert it to CMYK and just try to do some level adjustments to keep things where I want them to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it looks cool. Danger and Violence is a section we most recently made. I don't know. I think this one looks. I took all the backgrounds out of most of the pictures that I made because of them being like vector shapes and like using the monochromatic blue color scheme. I think it just like they fit into the night sky on the page.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I did that.
Well, and like it really works because we're using this kind of dark blue. It's like a spacey background, anyways.
Yeah.
And so I think that with the stylistic choices that you've made so far to create all of the images with these like monochromatic sort of blue spreads like what you have on all of these, I think it really works eliminating those backgrounds.
Yeah.
If anything, I think it actually makes the art stand out more on the page.
I agree. And then I don't know. I think this one's like my favorite page.
Yeah, no, the little, I mean, speaking of backgrounds, like the little landscape that you have here is very dope.
Yeah. The lights really work on it. The skull's got the glowing bit inside of it. I don't know. And then, so this will be, the right-hand side will be like the Dexploration table.
Yeah.
And then from there, Dexploration, which is a system me and Taylor worked out last time.
We'll talk about that here in just a sec.
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so the next two spreads are going to be character sheet and a character sheet example that is going to be like drawn over and filled out, and then after that cat sheet and cat sheet example, and that will put us at 18 pages, so we'll have these last ones to do, and then of course the back cover.
Yeah. No, so. It's I can't believe how well this has all come together in like 6 weeks. It's been really remarkable.
Yeah, man. Having a schedule, I don't know, having a deadline works, right?
Yeah, I mean I guess that's it. It's just like, oh, we actually have to get this done.
Yeah.
Or else, they'll hunt us down and kill us. Because that's what'll happen. But yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, so let's actually talk about some of the GM facing stuff, and I think a good place to start there, going on what you were talking about before, is this concept of Dexploration.
Yeah.
Like all of the cool things that we have in these games, this was also an idea of Corey's. So Corey basically came to stream one day and said, "Hey, I want to have like this interactive. I want to have this interactive model for what, for what exploration can look like, and like I want it using like a deck of cards. And so we set out to make this thing. Sorry, I'm just trying to resize it so everybody can actually see it. Yeah, so we set out to... What's up?
That's all I said. Do it up.
Do it up. So we set out to make this thing, and basically, so you play God in a Corpse using a deck of cards, and when players encounter some kind of new stimulus, you draw a card from the deck, and the GM tells players what the card is, right, and what the prompt is, and they basically fill in that gap, right? And so in that sense, players are kind of encouraged to take more of the helm when it comes to building out this world, fleshing out the stories that are being told. It's not, God in a Corpse is not solely a GM-centric game the way that a lot of traditional TTRPGs are. We haven't added this into the pages that you were just looking at. What you're looking at now is just our Google Doc. This is like an internal thing that you guys are not going to see because it's not really like, yeah, it's not really for you. It's really more somewhere I can put text where Corey can drop it. But so yeah, so basically GM calls for someone to draw a card from the Dexploration deck when a new person, place, or event is introduced. There we go. So it begins with the player to the GM's right and moves clockwise around the table. The GM specifies if the drawer should provide number, suit, or both. Player draws a card, announcing it to the table. GM uses the table to provide the according prompt for the drawn card. They then ask the player to describe what's happening in the scene while including the prompt. So to give you an idea, this is what our table looks like. Let me just scoot this down really quick so you guys can see the whole thing on one page. So basically we have a column for number, and we have a column for suit. And we have different things attached to all of these. Now, as you can see, our suits are benevolent, malevolent, protective, curious. These are probably more things that would be either like events or NPCs, not necessarily appropriate for locations, unless, I don't know, some places might be living. But basically,
well, I mean, like a malevolent location could be a location that is just dangerous. A benevolent location could be a location that is bountiful. Like,
sure,
yeah.
Sure, like a desert can be treacherous, an oasis can be benevolent, like...
Yeah.
That being said, so as you can see, though, one of the things that we really tried to do, particularly with the number column, is we really tried to make these very vague, right? Conscious, translucent, billowing, pulsating, crystalline, ethereal, viscera. These are not prompts that are designed to fill in the gaps for you. It's just something that you are meant to take and kind of run with and fill that gap in. And to give you an idea, we have an example here. Party enters a new area. Jovan is up. They draw the Jack of Hearts, which is something that is crystalline and benevolent. Jovan describes a room of crystal fibers, which initially don't react to them, but then starts humming a serene melody. The GM runs with that and says, it's the keeper of the archives you've just entered. It asks if it can help you find anything. So this is kind of an example of how Dexploration might work in different scenarios. Corey and I actually tried this out 2 weeks ago before I went on vacation. And it seems like we did a couple of these, and they seem to work really well. I'm very interested to see how people are going to react to them. Because obviously Corey and I operate using a singular brain cell. So it makes sense that it makes sense to us.
That's fair.
Yeah, I definitely want to see how other people use it. But
yeah, I mean, I think it's a matter of like how you approach it, because like you could approach it like you approach this NPC. there's something cybernetic about them. Tell me what that is. Like, you can be as heavy-handed or as light with it as you want, but the important factor here is that it encourages a shared narrative, which I think adds a lot to a game.
Absolutely. So in addition to Dexploration, we've also included a couple of more traditional tables, a few of which I actually still need to finish filling out. You've got like some area...
We might not have room for all the tables, is the thing.
Well, then my work is done here. Oh no. But yeah, so I made some tables for like area mysteries. I made some tables for unique locations. There's notable area features. Several of those, though, do need to be filled out. These tables aren't complete, and it looks like it may not matter anyways. That being said, if I get the chance to, put out some additional errata for God in a Corpse once it takes off and makes us $1 billion, who's to say that won't happen? But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. I don't know. Am I missing anything, Corey?
I mean, I'm stuck on the character sheet right now. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah? Do you want to show us what you're working with?
No, because I'm working with nothing.
Fair, yeah.
I mean, it's tough because it's like a 6x9 page, so limited space anyways.
Right.
And then, as we know, it's something that we want to be readable on a print, and because it's a game that is going to utilize a lot of character sheets, you don't want to use a ton of toner. So
interesting point.
it's just
Yeah, I hadn't at all thought about the toner thing. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I mean, Vault Peddlers had a heavy toner page, and I got multiple complaints about it. So
yeah, fair.
So it's on my mind. And then the cat sheet, which I'm just going to carry over I have an idea of how I want it to look. It's just a matter of implementing it. And that's the other thing. I would like the character sheet to contain within it the information you get from character creation.
Yeah.
And I would like the character sheet to kind of guide you through the process, all of Mothership, which has the smartest character sheet ever.
Yeah.
How do they get so much information on that fucker?
Yeah, well, and they managed to put so much information on it, and it still looks clean. It's not overwhelming at all, which is just, I don't know. There's some magic in there. I don't know exactly how that works.
It drives me insane. It really gets me mad.
really gets my goat.
It really makes me quite angry. How did he do it? How come I can't do it? But yeah, I mean, so we will, after the character sheet, the cat sheet, we'll have 2 pages. I will try to include a good splattering of rollable tables, just because I think it's I don't know, it's OSR stuff, have some tables you can roll on, just you need this specific table works for you, great.
Right.
It's like a condensed Dungeon Master's Guide in the parlance of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
So that'd be great to put on there. I think a little bit of section about GM help would be probably appropriate on the tables page as well. And then that's it. I'll generate the tables of contents, and we'll have, then you'll do your final edit, and then I will do this and a split page by page version as well. So we'll have the spreads and the straight through, and I'll have to make everything clickable. And
let me ask this as a follow-up, just to make sure we don't run into any last minute barriers. I mean, is there anything special we have to do putting this out for Pocket Quest that we need to get to work on or anything? Like, does it need to be submitted or?
No, you just have to have it uploaded to DriveThruRPG by July 1st. I'll send you the sheet with what it is.
Okay.
But you just upload it as Pocket Quest 2023 game, and yeah,
gotcha.
Pretty easy peasy.
Cool. All right.
That's all. Folks.
So that's kind of it. We don't really have a whole bunch more to talk about in terms of the game. Do you want to talk about like stream schedule stuff?
Alas, poor York. You gotta cut it off. You gotta cut it out. That alas, poor York crap. How's the movie?
Hey, buddy.
All right. It's better than the second. Not as good as the third. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Hey, buddy, can you chill? Can you just chill for me a little bit? Yeah. Do you wanna talk about stream schedule moving forward, or?
Certainly.
Okay. Yeah. So we've been doing this stream every week for like 2.5 years, and it's guys, it's killing us.
Quite literally.
Very literally, it's killing us. So we are we're still going to be streaming regularly, but we are thinking we're going to move this to an every 2 weeks kind of thing.
Oh, lost Taylor.
You did? Hello?
Oh. Are we doing every 2 weeks? I thought we were doing
are we doing 3 weeks a month?
Yeah, 3 weeks a month, and then cutting out one.
Gotcha. Never mind. I don't know where I got every 2 weeks. So, yeah, it's killing us so bad that I literally forgot what the solution we agreed on was. Yeah, so we're going to start taking 1 week off a month, just as kind of a mental health thing. We're still going to be making games in the background, and we're still going to be streaming regularly, so you're not like losing us entirely or anything like that. I know we're the highlight of your week. But just we need to, both of us need to prioritize mental and physical health.
It's because my heart's dying.
Yeah. Well, like your heart's dying.
It's fine.
I just spent a week out in the desert, like not connected to any devices, and I don't know. For me, it was very much like a wake-up call of like, you're in front of a screen way too often, and I need to go outside and like touch some grass or something. So I don't know. It's not just you. we both really need some time.
Turned into a skeleton.
I mean,
yeah. So that's all. I mean, like, we're just taking a little bit of chill time.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Pretty much. And, you know, if you want us to stream every week, then you can start... Yeah, you can start paying us, like, a lot of money.
I suppose we can set up a Patreon.
Also, we don't have a way for you to send us money, but still do it.
Just find my address and mail me money. We should delete our Twitter.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I don't do anything with it. Sure.
Yeah, and like, I don't like having it.
Yeah, I don't like having any social media, and I'm kind of done pretending like we're gonna, so I don't know. Let's get rid of the Twitter.
That one especially.
Yeah.
Because, you know, because Elon Musk's a real shithead.
Also that.
You heard it here first, folks. You probably never heard of this.
I know this is a very brave opinion to be putting out there, and I know not a lot of people are saying this right now. But that Elon Musk fella ain't right.
Ain't good.
He's a bad egg, and you shouldn't give him anything. Yeah, no, fuck it. We can delete our Twitter. As far as I'm concerned, we can delete our TikTok and our Instagram, because I don't like being on social media literally at all.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably start getting involved in like Mastodon because I think there's a big TTRPG community there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, I don't know. I guess go hunt us down on Mastodon once we've gotten that up. That being said, I do just want to reassure anybody who actually enjoys watching our stream. I mean, we're not going anywhere. We don't post on those social media accounts anyways. We're really just losing dead weight. But yeah, and you'll still see us here on what are we on? Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. Which letter T social media platform are we on? It's Twitch.
Why isn't it called Tweeter?
I feel like, honestly, because Elon Musk would sue.
No, why isn't Twitter called Tweeter?
Oh, I have no idea. That's just bad marketing. That's just bad branding.
Yeah. Jack Dorsey, you fucked up for this. I mean,
you kind of did, though, man. Like, birds don't twit. Birds tweet.
Well, and that's what you make tweets on it.
Yeah.
But it's called, I don't get it.
It's called Twitter. I don't know. It's fucking
Why
weird.
isn't it called Grindr?
I mean, lots of people use it as Grindr, to be clear.
That's fair. Why aren't all social media just Grindr?
All social media from now on is Grindr. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your 20-year-old Facebook account with fucking, like, all your relatives on it is about to get really weird.
They're pretty cool, honestly.
God, I'm so happy I'm not on Facebook anymore.
Oh my god, it's the best thing I've ever done.
It really is one of the smartest choices for my mental health that I've ever made.
And you've never deleted your Facebook before. I highly recommend it.
Highly, highly, highly recommend. Please do it. It's so bad. All right.
I'm having a weird day.
You are having a weird day, my man. Are you all right?
Yeah.
You good?
Fine.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, we're gonna have this guy, and he's great.
Wait, what guy? Wait, I've only got you in like the corner of your... Oh, you got a little skull guy. Oh,
He's a full-size human skull.
That makes the Yorick comment a lot more. That makes sense now.
What'd you think I had in my hand?
I didn't see anything in your hands. I just thought you were. This is why I always tell you at the beginning of the stream to center yourself in the camera. Yeah, no, because like I didn't see anything in your hands, and I was just like, oh, dude's just quoting Shakespeare. All right, whatever.
Oh, that's poor Yorick.
The last poor Yorick.
Yeah, man. I know something that I'll be able to talk about soon.
Yeah.
Personally, I just downloaded Foundry.
Yeah.
Hopefully, our personal games will be switching to Foundry at some point. Which means I got to figure out another VTT, which I'm not excited for.
Yeah. In the fairly distant future, though, let us know if you want us to do a stream where we compare Roll20 and Foundry, because that's actually a topic I'm kind of interested in exploring myself. We've been talking about switching to Foundry for forever, and I don't know. My experience as a teacher tells me that like if one person has that question, then there's probably lots of GMs out there considering the switch.
Yeah, I mean it's tough because Roll20 also is like you don't have to pay for Roll20.
Yeah, it seems more accessible.
Yeah, and it has a ton of different character sheets on it, which is useful for us. But it also it goes through a lot of growing pains, is what I will call them.
Yeah.
it has gotten better. Like it has fundamentally gotten better, but it's also gotten harder to run on computers that are not as good.
Yeah, I will give them this. The new camera, the new video system, phenomenal. Such an upgrade. They did an incredible job with that.
Yeah,
I still miss the old jukebox though, from like 5 years ago. Man.
Oh man, that one was sick.
That thing kicked ass. You could just literally. So some of y'all may not know this. Like Roll20 used to have just like an open source jukebox that had a search bar, and you could just type any old shit into that, and like it would pull up something that was usually what you were looking for.
Yeah,
they don't have that anymore. They've got, you know, whatever the current model is. Man, I miss that thing every day.
Yeah, I did too. It was grabbing things on the fly was awesome.
It was great.
Although Taylor makes all his own OSR, so he's insane.
Yeah, but you know that I literally only do that because the new jukebox was so limited, right? Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
That's the main impetus. That's the main reason why I started doing this.
Yeah. Oh, we should also, I don't know, after we play Alien, maybe we can do a review of Alien too.
Oh, we absolutely should. That would be very cool.
Yeah,
this is the other thing that maybe we might want to just preview a little bit. We've kind of both really enjoyed putting Vault Peddlers on the back burner for a little bit. God in a Corpse has been just a breath of fresh corpse, and we kind of want to keep doing some of these smaller projects. So don't worry. I mean, Vault Peddlers is coming. We might focus on some other stuff, like comparing Roll20 and Foundry, doing like reviews of specific games. I know that
making adventures and like I don't know, splat books or things for existing games that have open licenses, where we could actually sell stuff and talk about it here.
Not to mention other small games. If you've watched this stream for a really long time, I mean, we've worked on little one-page RPGs. Like we had this game called Three Aliens in a Skin Suit, which was like a ridiculous comedy game about three aliens pretending to be a human being. And I would love to finish that game and put it out there so that people can like download it and have fun with it. Like there's a lot to these things that it's great to have like a big. It was cool that we were so ambitious and we tried to do this big 60-page, however long Vault Peddlers actually is. That being said, I don't know. There's a lot of fun in just making like small, easily accomplishable projects that, I don't know. Both of us have kind of realized over the course of doing this that we actually both really like. So yeah, even after God in a Corpse comes out in 2 weeks, we'll probably still look into a lot of these smaller projects, I think.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know, like, I think design philosophy-wise, too, like, we've changed a lot from knowing nothing to knowing quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's easier to approach a project and be like, okay, this is what we want to do, we can accomplish this, put it together. We know how to put together playtests, even if we can't always get them rolling. And like we can do the iterative process is easier now. And like now it kind of feels like we're renovating a home that never got built with Vault Peddlers.
I really hate how well that metaphor fits.
Yeah. But I mean, like that being said, like even worst case scenario, even if we never did anything else with Vault Peddlers, I learned a ton with it, and look at what we're doing because of it. Like, and that's not to say we're not going to continue to work on Vault Peddlers, because I think we have some cool things in the works there. But it's about growing. If we could put together like 3 games, put together some splat books,
and like get some prints going of smaller games, then like, you know, we can actually approach a con and have like
stuff to show.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of harping on this one game that isn't quite finished yet, but it will be sometime this year.
Promise you.
Promise. And yeah, no, it would be really nice to have some stuff that's finished to show people.
Yeah.
Also, big fucking win that came from Vault Peddlers is the cat sheet. Like that.
Yeah.
That is one of the most positively reviewed GM assets that we have created, and it's basically system agnostic. I mean, we're going to make one for God and a Corpse, and I imagine we'll probably make one for every game we put out. But it's like some real quantifiably good things have come from Vault Peddlers. Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, that's probably it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
My
mean...
brother's getting married tomorrow.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not hear about this. That's cool. Tell him I said congratulations.
Nah.
No.
I will.
I'm not gonna give him that. That's... He doesn't deserve that.
Did you ever see, you watch Whitest Kids, you know, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the, like, compilation of the Civil War on drugs, like, the whole thing made into a movie?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. That sounds awesome, though.
It's incredible, because it makes a full cogent movie. But it's just, one is, like, one of them runs up, it's like, it's the man of the house in. No, I think he's dealing with the sword wound I gave him. Oh, well, could you deliver a message to him? I don't really do that. It's one of my favorite things to say to people when they ask me to do it.
I don't really do that. Man, R.I.P. Trevor Moore.
I know.
So sad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, on that... What's up?
Nothing. You look like you're about to do some fucking, like, I don't know, magic or something.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. It's.
I was gonna say like martial art, and then I said magic instead. I don't know why.
You know, there's magic in everything, Corey. You just have
That's fair.
You just have to be brave enough to see it.
Mostly in the Fushigi ball.
Oh, that's that little like contact juggling thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy you a Fushigi ball. I just decided so.
Straight up, yeah. No, I'll go for it. I could use my hands. My hands could use some exercise that isn't like, you know, actively destroying them. So sure.
And Heelys.
That absolutely. If you can find me Heelys with some soaps on them, that would be.
Whoa! Can you combo Heelys and soap?
Surely you can. There's no way you can't. That's gotta be a thing.
Whoa, the original. Oh, no, those are just Heelys.
I refuse to believe that they don't have shoes that have both on them.
You're sitting on a gold mine. Well, I mean, probably a lawsuit, but
Heelys and soaps are gonna simultaneously sue me.
Yeah, and anyone who breaks their fucking leg. Heelys soap shoes.
That's never happened. You can't break your legs with Heelys. Everybody knows that.
I could break any part of my body with a Heely.
Okay, first off, I can break whatever part of my body that I want, so jot that down.
God, anything is possible, so jot that down. Alright. I gotta talk to you about L5R anyways.
Alright, cool. Well, then that being said, folks, do keep your eye out for God and a Corpse. It should be out here in the next couple of weeks. Again, we will be... Are we going to be off next week, Corey? Or are we doing 3 weeks in a row and then off?
Probably off because I have to. So I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be a rough week because I'm watching my. I'll talk about that. People aren't interested in this.
Yeah, so off next week. We'll be on the next week. That'll be the week that that should be the week I think that God and a Corpse will be premiering because we have to get it in by the end of the month. But yeah, so this game will be yours to enjoy here relatively shortly. We'll give you any updates as necessary. Probably not on social media because, again, we're likely getting rid of all those. See you later, idiots. But we'll put some updates here on Twitter if you're interested. And yeah, that being said, we just want to thank you again so much for stopping in and watching our short little stream. Again, we are TGS Games. Every week or 3 weeks a month now, we do a weekly game dev stream where we talk about our TTRPG games that we're making. Right now, we're doing Pocket Quest 2023's annual game jam, and we're making God and a Corpse. And yeah, this game will be out in 2 weeks. We look forward to you guys experiencing it. If you want to give this channel a like or a subscribe or whatever, please do so. It helps us out a ton. And yeah, that being said, I feel dirty for myself just even saying that. So we're going to go, and I will see you guys later. Bye!